Watching family movies of the 90s, you may be under the impression that brothers were always mean-spirited antagonizers. From Bully Buzz, Devin Ratray, in Home Alone, to malicious Michael, Brian Levinson, in Matilda, brothers didn't get the best rap. Enter Hocus Pocus. Thackery, Sean Murray, and Max, Omri Katz, were so protective and sweet-natured toward their little sisters that they made all other brothers look like Hitlers in the making. As fans eagerly await the return of the Sanderson sisters in Hocus Pocus 2 later this year, the time is right to give even more credit to the original. This film not only breathed new life to the tired witch image, but it also flipped the switch on the cruel and conniving brother image too. Collider video of the day starting out strong. Thackery Binks makes the ultimate sacrifice for his little sister, being turned into a cat. Okay, so this, thankfully, will never be a test of how much you love your sister in real life, but it certainly gave this character some serious brother points. The year is 1693 and Thackery awakes to find his little sister, Emily, Amanda Shepherd, has vanished. In a frantic worry, he searches the town only to discover the infamous Sanderson sister witches have kidnapped her. Spotting his little sister glued to a chair, as the evil witches encircle her like hungry hyenas, his hero instincts are instantly triggered. Battling ensues before he delivers the ultimate insult to the youth-obsessed witches: there are not enough children in the world to make the young and beautiful. And with that, his fate is sealed. From the second he discovers Emily's disappearance, we see just how important she is to him, but to face off against such incredible powers truly shows how far that love goes. But Hocus Pocus doesn't just give us one brother to admire, it gives us two. Max Dennison is your typical teenage boy. Cursed with mood swings and a desperate desire to get the girl, there is not too much to set him apart. Until Halloween night, that is. Had it not been for this virgin lighting the black flame candle, the town would be free of these menacing witches. But while his lack of good judgment may be clear, it is these events that lead to him realizing what truly matters: being there for someone else in need. His little sister, Dani, Thora Birch, may also be your typical 8-year-old. She teases her older brother and is quick to make friends with anyone, no questions asked, even a talking black cat. The two can be seen jumping down each other's throats in the beginning of the movie. After all, a teenage boy being forced to take his sister trick-or-treating is a recipe for disaster. However, like Thackery, we see this teenager transform into a hero at the sight of his sister in danger. Our first glimpse into Max's softer side comes when he comforts a crying Danny after ruining her night. This is when we see a vulnerability creep out from under his cool guy exterior. But little does he know that this is simply the start of his brotherly duties. Once he lights the black flame candle, all hell breaks loose. When the Sanderson sisters emerged from their 300-year absence and capture Danny, Max steps out from his hiding place in true heroic fashion and demands, "Let go of my little sister." This is the moment Max can be seen as the ultimate protector, laying the groundwork for everything to come. But while Max is still capable of being there for Danny, we find out that Thackery, now known as Binks, the cat, feels like he failed his sister, Emily. Dedicating his life to guarding the Sanderson sisters' home to protect others from harm, his protective nature now extends far beyond his family. This character can be seen as not only possessing desirable brotherly qualities but general selfless qualities also, in his desire to simply be there and care for others. And when Max and Binks join forces, we get double the power. Saving young Danny from the seemingly indestructible Sanderson sisters, the two brothers have an instant bond. "Take good care of Danny, you'll never know how precious she is until you lose her," Binks warns Max. Of course, all's well that ends well. When the witches are finally defeated once and for all, Binks's soul becomes free, finally allowing him to reunite with Emily. Both Thackery and Max were a refreshing change from the typical brother portrayal in movies of the time. Time after time they step up when their sisters are in danger. Even being a cat, Binks can't escape his desire to protect, seeing Danny as the reincarnation of his own sister. Sibling dynamics are certainly a tricky thing to capture on screen. But while many opt to show the more difficult side, Hocus Pocus opted for the opposite. It chose to narrow in on those feelings of care and protectiveness rather than the side that causes friction. While we may get sweetness overload if brotherly depictions were always so nurturing, family films can certainly benefit from a little dosage of this type of portrayal occasionally. Hocus Pocus shows us that sibling relationships don't always equal fighting. Sometimes there is a bond so strong that defeating the most powerful witches to get your sister out of harm's way is just part of the job. Now, that is brotherly love.